Hello everyone, how are you doing? I am your host Malgaris. Welcome back to the fourth competitive challenge, Adapt and Survive. Let's get to spinning and see what we can do today. Alright then, let's get this show on the road. Uh-oh. No, oh no, oh no. Alright, so no upgrade center. We are out about the factory. I mean the armory, and no tier 3 weaponry. We have to pick somebody from the Black Pioneer Oil Company. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Let's get to it. Alright then, getting things started on Crevice. Good luck and have fun, any player. Now for a small reminder, I am not allowed to build anything other than armory weaponry, which means I'll be in quite a pickle. The reason I picked Scour Shot. The reason I picked Scour Shot for this one is specifically because he has a 50% increase in shrapnel, so I'm hoping to get some lucky hits in. Maybe destroy some vital components or severely damage them. And from that point on, try and sight victory. EMPs, of course, a great option. But yeah, that's my current game plan. Will it work out? Probably not, because I don't have any significant explosion or piercing weapons to work with, so it's gonna be difficult. What I do however have is EMPs, and while they do minimal damage, they still do damage. So that's going to be the baseline of my strategy. Harass the ever-living love out of them, and then make sure my EMPs can get through. Of course, I still have snipers to support me, so I'm not all without weapons. But this is going to be one heck of a challenge, that I can tell. What the heck am I oh, I think I did some wrong build order stuff right now. Not too proud of that. Also, I'm floating with this freaking build. That's a very bad sign. Okay, well, I might not be able to stop their technology on time. I am able to harass it at a decent pace. Their bottom seems to be a bit open. I'm gonna take full advantage of that. If I do happen to get EMP'd, that's not a loss. Not even remotely. Ah, shame. I don't care, this gives away my build. I'm gonna do it. Alright, doors are open. Their defenses are flowing. This is actually pretty funny. Put you on 5. There we go. That's fine. Did I seriously take something out like this? I actually took out a weapon? That's insane. They must probably be thinking like, what kind of weirdo place like this? Well, it's a YouTuber, my friends. You're lucky I'm out of energy, at least for now. On the bright side, I don't have to worry about how it's or something like that. I believe they also know like how it's not be very effective right now. Oh. Oh my. Those were mines. I need those mines. Rather, I needed those, because now they're dead, so I can... Yeah. No. No, I'm trying to say, right? Mm-hmm. That's not that position I want to be in. Sometimes I dislike the hotkeys. Especially when it starts being like this. Oh, are you kidding me? How could I take that out? Wait, am I actually gonna do this? That would be insane. Okay, I deserve that. Now it's time for some renovations. Okay, so I have a couple turbines. Oh, that's lethal, that's lethal. Oh, I barely survived that one, sir. Ma'am. Sir, ma'am. Mer. Put you on 5. That was awful. GG. I held on far longer than I anticipated. I did 45% core damage. That is insane. It took half an hour, okay. Not gonna lie, I expect to lose this one, it's more than fine. But I did not expect to make it this far. Insane. Alright then. And that was the first game of today. Let's move on to the second one. Alright then, let's spin to win. Alright then. Again, no Ogre Center allowed. I have to use workshop stuff, the factory and somebody from the coalition. Seems fair. Let's get to it. Alright, welcome back to Crevice. Good luck and have fun, are you player? Now, while I'm not allowed to build an upgrade center, I am allowed to build tier 3 weaponry. So we're going to hone in on that for this one. Because while the the workshop has a lot of good burst damage stuff, even early on, I believe an upgrade it will not get me to the long game unless I get fed up with burst star shots. Which is not really the goal right now. I want to have a good win. There are bad wins, but I'd rather have a normal win than put like that. Something along the lines that I'm more used to. There we go. That's fine. So my point up to. Alright, nothing much for now. They're building turbines over there. It's good to know, good to know. I'll put you over here. Build you over here. Okay. I do have to build my second turbine, however. That's important, because if I don't, I'll pay the price. Put you down. Perfect. And that should be stable. Yes, very stable. Ooh, nice placement. Due to their low economy, it's gonna be a bit easier for me to dislodge them. On the other hand, however, they've got some anti-air. That was a flat misser. Not happy about that. One. Stand to build you. Armor up my front. That should hit. Okay, they are playing somebody from the Dragon Army, which is good to know. And they are building up technology. Cannon technology, pardon me. Anti-air is pretty solid as well, so some counter sniping is in order until I can get my main guns online, namely fire beams and laser beams. Just work over here to get these back turbines up and running, because I might have access to my technology sooner than I think. Actually, why don't I just dislodge that whole complex at once? Okay, maybe fire is slightly less powerful in that case. No problemo. Are they building up to a howitzer? I think they're building up to a howitzer. I think that's going to be their gem right now. There we go. Open sesame! Huh. I kind of expect you to do more. It's fine though, I forgive you. Forgiveness is the first step to redemption. Buzzsaws are the second. Whoa! How'd I do that? Impressive, Malgaris, very impressive. They lost. That's cannon. If they gain a cannon, I lose my base. So I should probably watch out for that. Good thing I built that on time. Oh yeah, they lost all their production. I would say I'm sorry, but I'm really not for this one. Okay, let's make sure this one gets rebuilt. I don't get shot to heck and back. Oh, good thing you reconnected. Okay, I can sell you off now and replace you with... Okay, they might have lost most of their economy and their technology, however they do still have a cannon. I have to be aware of that, because I will pay the price if I take it lightly. But still, damage against metal is highly recommended. I'm gonna munch you up a little bit more and start procedures on my laser. There you go. No anti-air, no worries. Okay, now this is starting to get a little bit worrisome. Hopefully that's in a good angle. Looks like it is. Alright, shield doors. Forgot about those. I'll put you on 3. Take out that limited economy of theirs. And that limited anti-air. And from there, we can easily proceed. Okay, now I do have a lot of energy intense builds, weaponry going on. So I have to keep that in mind when going forward. No, I'm not giving my sniper a door. He is not loyal enough to do so. You don't deserve a door just yet. Now, you deserve a door. Awesome. Did good damage. After an excessive performance review, we have determined that you deserve a door, Mr. Sniper. Also because I don't like for you to get one shots and tumble down the laser. That would be not nice. GG. I got my Kravis revenge, and I only took major core damage from one cannon with no turbines. Now that's some force pro behavior. It's not. Alright then. 11k damage. I'm surprised it did that much. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the game. Moonshine, I usually don't feel very experienced with that commander, but it seems that today I could turn things in a good direction. Alright then, GG. Let's get going with the third game of today. Alright, let's spin these wheels once again to determine my fate. Alright then, upgrade center is allowed, workshop as well. Factory once again, and I'm paying somebody from the Dragon Army. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, welcome back to Hillfort, my favorite map out of all the maps. Good luck and have fun, any player. There we go. Build up from here. Now I do have access to some decent air stuff, but I'm going to open up turbines first. Going to see if my harassment can do anything in the first place. It seems my opponent's fallen asleep or they're doing some kind of technology heavy build that I do not know about. We'll see. Yep, okay. If you're covering up your anti-air like that, I'm going to take full advantage of it. Nothing personal. It's just forts. Extend you, extend you. Let's see how much... Ooh, lots of infrastructure. It's gonna be a tough nut to crack. I'm right now just waiting for the turbines before I do anything else. That's what I think is a bit more... It's a more challenging aspect of this map, is that you have no storage to begin with. It just, to me, makes it more difficult for some reason. Oh right, I cannot build any... Oh, I don't have heavy weaponry access. I have to build... Okay, no, I see. I see. I was like building infrastructure for a munitions plant, but I realized I can't do that because that would be against the rules. Get you out and you out. 2 motors should be enough just for harassment. Yeah, there come the turbines. Those juicy turbines of theirs. Okay, this will make things a lot more interesting though. The thing is, it's not like I can't do anything, except for building motors. Missiles and warheads are still on the table. This might actually be that surprise option I need to eke out a victory. But first, upgrade center, very important. It's just vanilla with an extra wall in between, so I can just easily target those turbines over here. Well, I mean, I have to hit them first, that's also important. 50% should do it, I believe. Perfect. That's a good opener. Getting rid of those freaky deaky turbines. Very important. Okay, I think I've settled on a strategy. Good old fashioned firebeam warheads. To pierce that big old fashioned front of theirs. It's only a little adjustment of my arc, no problem. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, they lost about 600 metal and a dozen more energy, which I love to see. So I'm going to lean you back like this. It's very rare that players expect me to sell things off I've already built, so that'll make the strategy slightly more effective and also a bit more interesting. Now you have to be careful because howitzers are a very good play in this situation, especially because I've come up wood span on the front, which can be easily pierced through for no apparent reason. Or just in general, going up for a cannon is a good option as well. So they have plenty of options to respond adequately to my build right now. The orchestra's playing very nicely. Okay, so good thing about snipers is I don't need direct line of I mean, I need direct line of sight, but they don't rely on line of sight necessarily. Is targeting any vital part of their base should be enough. And yeah, they're building something up over there, which I don't think will be conducive to my health and well-being. Okay, so a double fire beam with a sniper is... it's probably all I need, so I'm gonna go for that. Let's start off with the fire beam, because sniper builds faster. Of course the top spot's reserved for a laser, because you just need that extra little bit of firepower to make sure opponent's properly finished. I see there's a little weak link over here, let me just stabilize you in that case. Don't worry, I'm not gonna let you die. I'm a kind force constructor, as opposed to all the unkind ones, which there are a lot of, let me tell you. Now, big energy requires big resources. That's gonna be a howitzer. I feel it in me bones. They're going to howie me out. While a howie is not a one-shot kill with this much wood, it's gonna be still very, very dangerous for my well-being. Okay, let's see if this can do what I expect it to do. Get through, get through, get through. Excellent. That's the damage I needed. Not sure why I took out, but I'm glad I did. Take it out. Okay, just slowly recuperate your losses, your energy. I need you guys up to full strength once again. Just hit him again. And again, and again, and again. Oh, that's gonna hurt. But not for them, apparently. Good on you, Mr. Machine Gunner. You really fanned off that attack very well. It's time to bring a little bit more of a lethal angle to this one. I'm in a great position. I just have to suppress, that's all I have to do. They lose their first volley, which will give me some more chance to burst through. There you go. Good damage, sir. Especially in the Ignite Warheads for that extra juice. Oh, this one's covering that one. I don't think they see that right now. No, you don't. Oh no. GG. An overdrive player. Well, good to see you again, sir. I'm glad to go with those turbines at the beginning. I think they really set the pace of this game for me, and that revolved around me lucking out with those warheads. What were they building over there? Oh no, you're not gonna come there and building anything. Yeah, destroying a howitzer is pretty darn good. Alright then, that was the third game of today. Let's move on to the fourth one. Alright then, let her rip. Alright, Upgrade Center, Workshop once again. This time we get the nations planned and we're playing somebody from the Iron Bear Alliance. Let's get to it. Alright, welcome back to Pillars. Good luck and have fun, any player. We're in turbine placements, good to know. I'm playing as Spook today. Playing a little bit of pinches too much, so I have to detox myself a little Spook game. So let's sell you off and prepare you for motor combat. Yes, I'm building motors. This, and there you go. Yeah, those two wind turbines are pretty smart. Without a doubt. But things that make you smart don't always make you strong. And things that make you strong don't always make you smart. I'm a very deep person. Anyways. Put these down. Enemy workshops being constructed. A little late to the draw, but still be constructed. But they're going for a full eco opener. Respect that. Respect that a lot, actually. Alright then. These bad boys are gonna hurt you a lot. So be ready. Or be ready. Got some direct impact. Love to see that. You know what, that's to compensate for my first game where it took almost half an hour to lose. So, I'm gonna take it. And that was the 4th game of today. Let's cap things off with our next spin. So for this one, we have to choose someone from the Eagle Empire. So let's make it a good one, shall we? Alright. Upgrade Center allowed, once again Workshop, and we have to play with laser technology once again. Let's get to it. Alright then, ending today's match on Split. Good luck and have fun, any player. Now, fun fact about Eagle Eye is your snipers build a lot faster, which means a lot more damage, and a lot damage a lot faster. A lot damage faster, damage. Deal some faster damage, please. Damage faster damage. Come get your damage here, the damage is faster. You want some faster damage, don't you? Good response. Very good response, actually. Oh, I didn't select you, my bad. Let's wreak some havoc. They solved their silo, good to know. Not reflex, rebuilding, repairing your turbine is a very good response. Because that costs a lot of resources. Resources you might not be able to afford. But staying stuck on 3. Ooh, okay, they're building a 4th mine right now. Also, I can't get stuck on that either, so gotta be vigilant about that one. There you go. Technology out. Keep it up. I believe that's double binds they put themselves into because sandbags cost a lot of energy, especially when you build a lot of them. So it does give me some free space to work with. And that's why this map is a lot of close quirky action. Keep up the pressure, Mulgaris. They will succumb soon. Also, I have to start reaching those spots that are a little bit hard to reach with my mortars. Just to make sure. No, I'm not gonna sell the front metal. That would be taking myself out, basically. So yeah, bad Mulgaris. Not sure what they're building up over there, but it can be good for me. Okay, it's time to extend here and get a couple of machine gunners out, because I wasn't born yesterday. Oh yeah, it's a close quarters map. Forgot about that. Well, consider this your very friendly warning shot in that case. Slightly more powerful. Even more powerful. Okay then. They're building up their doors. While I am roasting their s'mores. Okay, they lost a lot of their turbines. Mages that left make their shots count. That's one rocket down. That was intense, GG. I'm very happy that my swarm remained uncontested for a long while. I kind of lucky there, but they had one turbine that was turning overtime, and also a lot of sandbags protected. And I think that the cost of the sandbags at some point surpassed the neediness of the turbines, which flew over into my victory eventually. But still a very strong opponent, a good defensive play as well. A technical issue has occurred, no, my opponent just died. And those were 5 very good matches. Lost one of them, but I think that dealing 45% with 0 upgrades and tier 2 technology is a pretty darn good job against someone who is wielding 20 mils and cannons. And that is all for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, why not like the video and subscribe for more content. That is all. I am your host Malgaris, and I'll see you next time. Bye.